Right, here we go. Now that's all sorted out. Anybody watching this on the archive, you could just like skip the first 3 minutes. Just doing the old sharing things around. Let's have a drink. It is homicide time. We did South again, we're on the West Shoe Slate.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off the
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Where you think it will let
I'm
us
praying
know?
that those prints come through, so I can nail that son of a bitch.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to send.
Greetings from sunny California. When's it going to stop?
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base. Okay, at the next corner, hang a right. Go right through here. That guy there will lead us up.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, partner. Get used to seeing them. You're the gig when you work in a homicide, Phelps.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Never the same, are they?
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Oh dear. This one.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
I'll call you when I know something. Meanwhile, get on with the case.
We need a game. Game.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Of course, fucking hell, I'm going to use the game one after talking to it. Fucking... God damn it.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks, ma'am.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand? I need you to take a left at the next corner. Up ahead, you make a right.
Officer needs help, 103 and B.
At least the rain stopped. We can change
Can you
back into
pick me
those
up on
white
subway,
boxes.
mate? Thanks. Sorry, no can do. I have got no money left on me. I get
Phelps
paid
and
next
Galloway,
week, so...
LAPD.
Sorry.
We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
I'll give you a move. Nah.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another
I'm saying
wife
in
You've always got that
Eleanor.
feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for
Make it
once,
snap.
can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic type.
Well, at least you know what you want.
Particular disposition for this stuff.
2 foot long, small, less this cucumber man. Well, you should have a bloody nice Subway if you get one.
Hello?
The door
Yes?
opened itself.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
No amount of Puss in Boots eyes is gonna make me go to Subway.
Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your
Is
loss.
Subway even open on a Sunday? I don't know, because I never go Subway, so I have no idea.
This is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Yeah, your mommy is dead. Murdered by a nasty, nasty man.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Go to your room.
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
She
What's
ain't
the
coming
problem,
home.
Tarleton? Let him
She
search.
dead.
You got nothing to hide.
She very much dead.
You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing
Operator,
person
message
report
for
actually rules
KGPL.
them out as a suspect.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks.
Let's go find this evidence. So, what? This is
junk.
Fucking hell. I still feel like 1,000 ways to die that shit.
Need to check if she was a regular.
The Baron's Bar.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
You're right, Cole. 1,001 ways to die now.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Look at the shoes. Thank you.
You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. Lars was out in the rain last night.
You're not looking good. Not looking good for all. Not looking for all good old hair. God, I can't even English anymore. Sweet Jesus. Fucking did English at A-level. I can't even do it anymore. What the hell? Is that triple braid?
Looks like a match with the ligature
It's
marks.
triple braid. I think it's the second one. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you can't hold it. You can't hold it when you come back from the pub.
So she
Especially if
went
you're
out
drunk.
without her handbag?
Oh.
At least she was spared that particular indignity. She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Free the pee. How the fuck did you forget your purse? It's like a bloke forgetting his wallet. Like, you don't forget your wallet.
I'll be out of your way
Where the fuck
momentarily,
you gonna pay for your
ladies.
drinks from? You got no wallet. You ain't getting drinks.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Teresa.
Do you
Oh, well,
have any
that,
idea why
that bit
anyone
from
would wanna
Father
hurt your
Ted now.
wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. There can't be anyone who knew her.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here and strangled her and then dumped her body on the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove that?
Your wife was strangled with triple braid rope. The bow line from your boat is a perfect match.
Look, I know this looks bad.
No, it looks
I
bad.
don't have to come to terms with the fact that I let her go.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Ooh.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a
I think
good
I'm
time.
hungry. Going to eat
She
it on
has to
those
go and
subs.
ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do.
About
Last night
30
she wanted to
minutes.
go dancing.
Any idea where?
It's a Sunday. They're not. They're quite slow
Bar down
at
North
Subway.
Woodbury
So,
Avenue.
I mean,
Baron's bar.
I can't.
She
I
goes
can't
there,
do anything.
Drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Told them what you wanted, but you know.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the
off,
party.
it's Blade.
She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9.
Give me my damn
I get
Subway.
mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
Bollocks!
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Baron's bar. We should check the place out.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Go to the bar. You can pick your drink up from the bar if you want. Can you find me? I'm still lost in the ocean somewhere. Well, I'm no naval navigator, but I'll do my best. I mean, I got a better chance of finding you than I have Madeleine McCann, so yeah. Yeah, hell, even a Netflix documentary couldn't find Madeleine McCann, so we've got no chance. If Netflix can't find it, that's it.
Drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
You dog.
This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
Oh, there you go.
The other man?
You lost in the ocean. We'll just get the sailor. We'll just get the sailor found.
Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now.
Oh, convenient, isn't it?
Polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
Yeah, she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Clough. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD, don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Shitbird.
You can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Sam's taking me out of Palm Springs for the weekend.
Go, Phelps, get after it. Come on, you got a ride. Get in and drive.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Well, that went well. He crashed and
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Let's end this farce.
R.I.P. lesbian. Whoa!
I've had enough.
Holy shit!
Show me your hands.
Holy
Okay,
fuck!
Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
Nope.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
No.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Looks like a war, so she must have been really drunk. Yep.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
A cozy cell. One with spikes, in, preferably. Well done, Tony. So,
Phelps, badge 1247.
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks for your help.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together. Up ahead, you turn left.
I hope you're right.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Attaboy, up there you go right now.
Oh, for God's sake, he moved at the fucking last corner. Damn it.
Where's that cab got you now?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do
For God's
with me?
sake.
The car you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
So now we've got to go interrogate the sailor man, who can help you because you're lost at sea. So. Oh, here we go. Thought I was playing Cuphead then.
Okay, at the next corner, go right.
Whoa! Shit!
I survived the war for this?
He's in interview 2.
2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Oh dear. You naughty boy.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I
That's
heard on
true.
the radio about this lady getting killed.
God
I got leave from my
damn it.
CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I want to get a
didn't
more
kill
professional
anyone.
setup because obviously this isn't like very
Look, you need to
professional.
believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
Yeah, I want to get like a proper professional like live streaming setup eventually, and then like live stream PS1 games and PS2 games. You know, just a whole variety of games rather than just PS4 and possibly Xbox One games too. So
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure.
I'll start to go for
We had a couple of drinks.
Nah. It's just one of those things you got to work towards.
So you tried to
Don't
make
move
a
your
woman
eyes
who
like
was
that, man. You make
incredibly
it
drunk?
easy.
I'm not
You're
proud of
lying.
myself, but I never
Stop.
hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had one night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Oh shit, Cole. Fucking burn on that one.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American, 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
Wait. That smear. He can get the fuck off of that.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no
hand
fun
relief.
left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you
hand
till we can
relief.
clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What now? Drive all the way
It's
to San
amplified
Pedro
even
and
more
check
when you've got
the lock?
earphones on or
Let's
headphones
see if
like
the
I
bus
have.
story checks out.
Because you can
There's a
actually
vehicle
hear
at
it, like the
1660 Beverly
the
Boulevard.
walking noises, like from both the left and the right. And then sometimes you can only hear it in the left, and sometimes you can only hear the walking noises on the right. It's really off-putting.
3 suspects in the can and 1 in the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Perelson picked up.
11K, roger.
Damn it! Shouldn't stop halfway through the fucking road! Holy shit. Nearly crashed then. Ah, fuck the lines. I don't buy by the freaking the road laws in GTA. Oh no. Is that a mountain? Yeah, I can go over there. Those cars there, yeah, I'll just go through them. I won't go round them, I'll go through them. You can stay in the lane, yes, and take your time getting there, or you can
Where are you boys headed?
get to your place in 2 minutes.
LAPD. We're after the driver of All
And
American
maybe hit a few cars on the way.
Would have
Oh,
been
yeah,
around
I'd rather
midnight
do that.
onwards last night.
Just a minute.
Get there quicker. Saves time. Yeah, your car looks
Frank
like a
Zepparelli.
wreck after, but hey.
He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
Already a more competent bus service than the one in Stoke.
I'll need to run the loop.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
When is America going to realize? It's about giving.
Oh, we've got to use our siren. Okay, Cole, don't get in the car then. You getting in the car now, Cole?
All American
Yay.
7-4. Let's go get him.
Right, siren time.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Yep, it could be a
And here's me
long
without
trip.
my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Officer needs help, 103 and Bruce.
Turn the siren off a little bit.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, all right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Damn it! Okay, I'll turn it off a little. I'll turn it off again. Yeah, the siren in this can be a bit deafening, to say the least. It's and I've got I've got the volume on for the earphones. They're like full whack, and so yeah, it's it's deafening. Alright, come on then. Come on, Buzz. Come on, where are you? Where are you, Buzz?
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers an area around the size of Central Division.
The probability is we'll find it about halfway around.
Bad luck says we'll be chasing it all night.
Ooh, dear. But one thing's for sure. If you hear the cop car in the 1940s, you know when they're arriving. Jesus Christ. Let's do a stealth mission. Okay, let's put the siren on. There we go.
This is starting to grate a little.
You know, whatever happened to the joys of rigorous search? Dogged police work, you know? That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road. That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
We've done it, Rusty. Calm down.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
Okay, that was like a weird... There was some, like, PowerPoint animation shit going on there.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought. We turn right now.
I would do, but there's somebody in the way. Taking their sweet-ass time. Thank you.
I need you to take a left at the next corner. Just ignore this turn.
No, you don't ignore this then. Can you kill civilians in this? You can via running them over in the car. You can't actively shoot them. It just won't let you at all.
Take the next right.
But if you run at them like at a high enough speed, you will hit them. But you can't pull your gun up on them and shoot them like you can in GTA. And you have to go at a speed as well, because if you go at like a slow speed, like say, like this, they'll just dodge out the way. So you have to go at like some speed if you want to do it. And there's a trophy / achievement.
Take the next right.
Yeah, there's a trophy / achievement where you have to get like a £47 like negative bonus thing, like for like how much damages you've done to the city, and hitting civilians is like the biggest way of building that up. I think it's like is it $1,000 per one? It's like my fucking hell. I think it's like $1,000 per one. You have to get 47,000. So I mean, you just smash like, you know, like signs and fences and God knows what, just till you think you've got enough amount of like damages done, and then complete the case, and then the trophy should pop.
We'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. You need to hold out to the cavalry.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot can keep you down, Phil.
If you want your rightful
Your disciples
share,
know what you did last night?
We need to fight for it!
Killing make you feel powerful.
You filthy hands. I hope you don't need help with
fucking
help.
Cold air with a command grab.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
Cold air with a command grab.
You can't do anything more to me than what the
Forward
Japanese
1-2.
have already done.
And then back 2-1. Leading into uppercut command grab. Stringing combos there,
Kremlin's
Cole.
over here,
You
Phelps.
could be guest
Toss
coach.
it, see what you find.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr.
Yeah, it was
Sheldon.
a dope war.
Good night, sir. Take a
Yeah,
seat.
but this shit did actually happen. Like, there's a lot of like army surplus morphine running the street back in like 1940s. When I completed this for the first time back in 2011,
I told you I would have
I
nothing
did a
to
bit
do
of
with
research on it after like on all the things it took inspiration out of, and there was a massive
Medical
like
school's going well.
crisis on
I got a part-time job.
army surplus morphine and all the kind of like
part-time jobs?
army surplus drugs just
We
going
made a
missing.
mistake and we're in trouble, Jack.
And obviously it hadn't
A local
fell into the
gangster,
hands of the mob,
Mickey
and they were
Cohen,
distributing
is
it
putting on
onto
the
the
squeeze.
dope.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with
It was
them
pretty bad.
that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
You should have thought about that
So
before
how
you
am I
stole the
supposed
dope
to
and then
help, Courtney?
decided this is selling to
This isn't the
gangsters.
war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
Yeah, Mickey Cohen.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Oh. I prefer the game in black and white now. After playing through the game again early in the year, I played through the game in black and white. Yeah, I much prefer this game in black and white now. Oh, is that triple braid rope? And it's bloody. Yes, it
Looks
is.
familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Nope. I want the photo.
Don't think this is anything.
Nope. But it'll add up. It actually counts as a clue, that, for some reason. And there's a small chance of call off of some kind of dialogue as well. You'll go on about it being like in flamethrower guys I'd heard like the average lifespan for a flamethrower soldier was about a minute or something like that.
The husband has
About
an
a minute to
alibi,
5 minutes.
but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
Yep.
Through this intersection.
Do you mind, cars? Do you mind? Thank you.
Don't turn here.
I went right past it. God damn it. The brake didn't work. To Central Station.
We're going this way.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5
There
minutes
we
for
go.
guy in flamethrower detail.
If it doesn't happen when you have the
Government.
picture, you'll
Let's
happen.
weight like that on a man's shoulders.
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Damn, Rusty, damn.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrelson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
He's a charming man, isn't he?
A bus driver dropped Mrs.
Fucking hell.
Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have evidence. Come clean with me, Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
Wrong.
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to. Tell us why you did it.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result.
Over to San Quentin.
You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Bam! There we go. 5 stars. We did it with 5 stars. Yeah, you leave going to the hobo camp last. I mean, will I have time for another one? I don't think I will. No, Austin cases are dead long, aren't they? No, I don't think I will I? Damn it. I think that'll be it for today's stream. Because I've got to go out in about 30 minutes or so. And I won't get another homicide case done. What? Where's your subs? I don't know. I've texted them. They ain't here. I don't know. I'm putting a complaint to Subway. It's not my problem. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. And I know you lost at sea. Maybe that's why. You haven't got your. Maybe that's why you haven't got your Subway, because you lost at sea. How the fuck are you supposed to deliver to you at sea when you're lost? And we've got a sailor dude ready to go. Ready to find you. He's a bit of a weirdo, but I mean, yeah. He'll find you. After he's trying... Oh shit. Throw shit and oh shit. Well. I mean... Yeah. Subs would get soggy. Well, yeah. Unless it's a submarine, then... Yeah. So, I might stream tomorrow. I might. But I will definitely be streaming again next Sunday, where I will probably stream Yakuza 6. It'll be either Yakuza 6 or Fist of the North Star. And if it is Yakuza 6, I'll be playing it on Legend difficulty. Because I just fancy going through that game again. Xbox message system is slow. Yeah, it's the message system. It's got like about 2-3 second delay, maybe more sometimes. It is bad. I've heard it's better on Xbox One because they've integrated the entire system with streaming and all that stuff. I've heard it's a lot better on that. Doesn't even weird. Yeah, that shit sucks. You'd think with how long the PS4's been out. Oh, anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope you get back. Home safe. hope you get found at sea. And I'll see you in the next stream.